Today's video is going to help you factor using the AC method. We use the AC method when we have an A value or a coefficient in front of the x squared term in order to factor this quadratic expression. We're attempting to factor 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. Before I get into the AC method, we do always want to consider if there's a GCF I could factor out of this expression. 2x squared minus 7x plus 3, unfortunately those numbers don't have a common factor, so I'm going to proceed with the AC method. So what is AC? Well, AC just simply means A times C. Our A value here is 2, and my C value is 3. So when I do A times C, that gives me 6. The B value is the coefficient of the x term in the quadratic expression. In this one, that would be negative 7. So to use the AC method, I need to know what two numbers have a product of positive 6 and a sum of negative 7. The only way to get a positive product with a negative sum is to have two negatives. So my values here are going to be negative 6 and negative 1. All that I'm going to do next is make one change in my quadratic expression. I'm going to change the middle term, negative 7x, into minus 6x and minus 1x, since those are the two numbers I found using the AC method. So I'm going to rewrite this now as 2x squared minus 6x minus 1x, or just minus x, plus 3. In order to finish factoring using the AC method, we're now going to use the grouping method. So we'll divide this down the middle. We're going to take common factors from the first two terms and then a common factor from the last two terms. 2x squared minus 6x, my common factor is going to be 2x. That leaves me with x minus 3. Negative x, to me this indicates that I need to take out a negative number. And since I can't really factor anything out of negative x and positive 3, I'm only going to take out negative 1. When I do that, that leaves me with positive x, now a negative 3. Remember, in grouping, you're looking to match these binomials. So now that I have two instances of x minus 3, I'm going to factor that out as a common binomial. And I'm left with 2x minus 1. And that's your answer, factored using the AC method. I'm going to do one more example. Maybe pause this video and try it on your own first. If you've hit play now, we'll resume. So this time, my AC value is 3 times negative 5, negative 15. My B value is in the middle. That's positive 14. So this time, with an AC of negative 15 and a B of 14, my two numbers are going to be positive 15 and negative 1. The factors that give me negative 15 and a sum of positive 14 can only be 15 and negative 1. So we'll change positive 14n to plus 15n and minus 1n. As done before, we'll now factor by grouping. So from the first two terms, I'm going to take out 3n. From the second two terms, again, the third term being negative tells me I need to factor out a negative. And once again, since I can't take anything out of negative n and negative 5 other than 1, it's just going to be negative 1. And once again, I have n plus 5 as a common binomial factor. That leaves me with 3n minus 1. And that is fully factored.